Hi, fun friends. It's your fun sister Holly here. Let's talk tonight about things that touched your life, like mentors and people who touched your life. Cast your mind back to when you were younger, not even younger, just people in your life that were your best mentors. The people that doesn't have to be somebody that someone told you had to like or someone that society tells you is great. The people, the real ones, the real people who had a real impact. It could be your first grade teacher, people, or your granny. It could be the people who had a real impact on your life. These are the ones who told you what you needed to hear, not what you wanted to hear necessarily. They supported you. They believed in the best in you. Maybe at that time you didn't know that they were your best mentor. Maybe at that time you thought they were hard on you, but as you got older, you realized that maybe who you are today had a great bearing on how they raised you or how they taught you or just the values that they brought into your life. So it could be anything from an author to a person that you knew, family member, teacher, whoever. These are the people that I aspire to be as a parent, grandparent, leader at work. These are the people I aspire to be, the ones that the people who rely on me know that I'm going to care about them regardless. I'm going to always try to bring my best to them and bring their best out of them. And I had a few mentors in my life that actually were mentors for different things. They were not necessarily all mentors for the same thing. I had different mentors. And the best ones that I had were the ones who helped me. They helped me to come through and understand what I refer to as my dark shadows. So if you think about everything in life, there is, every up has a down. Every up has a down. Every in has an out. There's always there's always opposing forces to everything in life. So that includes your personality. So when you have a dark shadows to your light, those dark shadows help to create the strength of your light. And what I mean by that is you can't know one without the other, right? And I think it's very important for us to teach that in our children, to teach that in our life in general, to people that we come across. I think it's our job to try to bring out the best in the people whose lives we touch, just as someone did it for us. And so what does that mean to you? What does that mean? There's like companies that spend millions of dollars a year on leadership training, people that spend just all kinds of money trying to teach people to be the best leaders and just new ways of doing this and new ways of doing that. And I've probably attended all of them, and I pick something up every time I go to one of them. But the ones who taught me the most were the ones who spent the time with me, the ones who took the time to get to know me and to the authentic me and let me be who I was and nurtured that part of me. They nurtured that dark shadow in me to strengthen and show me how to work with it so that, here's an example of a dark shadow. A dark shadow can be, for me, my tenacity. My tenacity can be, there were times where I could be a bit of bull in a china shop, like I'm impatient and that impatience is my dark side. That impatience, I want it done now, and I know what needs to be done, I want it done now, and I don't want to wait, sometimes for the turtles to catch up. But when I know I'm not, and I know I want something done, it's got to be done then. And that impatience is not always good for me, and it's not always good for those around me. So I think I'm a lot better than I used to be, which some people who are watching this are going to laugh and they're going, no, you're not. But I am. So, because if you knew me before, you would know how much worse I used to be. So Anyway, you guys, so where I'm going with this is that impatience, that tenacity is what drives that dark side is what drives my light. That dark side is what makes me be more of a go-getter. It makes me be busier. It makes me get out there and get things done. It makes me have a light arrogance that makes me think I can do whatever I set my mind to. And everybody's got insecurities. I'm no different. But I'm a kind of fake it till you make it person, and that comes from my dark side that brings that to the light. And I think that any good mentor, any good person the best mentors in your life all did that for you. And that's what you should sort of aim for other people to do. So it's not bad to have those dark shadows. You need them. You have to have them, because that is part of your strength. That's part of what makes you who you are. You just have to hone them. You have to use them for the powers of good. For the good for yourself and good for others. But you can teach others to do the same thing. You can teach your staff, you can teach your children, any kind of a parental role you might have. You can teach others to be the same. And I'm so appreciative, right back to my second grade teacher, Ms. Ingram. I'm so appreciative of her being hard on me. I'm so appreciative of her believing, and every other mentor in my life that believed in me and believed that there was more in me than what met the eye. And I was always a pretty good kid and stuff in school, but everybody's got their things in life that they need to work on, and everybody has a little bit of that dark side that they want to work on, and that's okay. You have to. But the idea is that you really want to exercise the best of what's in you in all ways. And if you can find yourself a mentor, or reflect back on those people who raised you right, those people who wanted you to be the best version of yourself, just go back to those notes, dust them off in your brain and go back to those notes, and know that the people who believed in you, they believed in you for a reason. They believed in you because you were worth believing in. Dark side, light side, all of it. So you remember that, take that with you tomorrow, throughout your day, and help others to see the same in themselves, okay? Because you spread it around and it makes it better for everybody, I'm Holly. I'm your fun sister. Please remember, if you like what I have to say, please subscribe and also share it. It helps me a lot. All right, bye.